Hi. Wanted to talk about one of the other things I've done to change my training, switch things up a bit, and that's ditch isometrics. What are isometrics? Fancy sounding word for a really simple thing, really. It's basically when you're performing an exercise statically. So, for example, in the 70s when Jeff Capes was in a strongman competition, and you see these guys holding something really heavy out in front of them, trying not to drop it. That's an isometric exercise, and they're really, really good. They're good for increasing your strength. They're really good if you're recovering from injury because you can work the muscles without moving the joint. And one of my favourite exercises is a farmer's walk, where you basically pick up weights and walk around for a bit. They're not so great if you've got heart issues because they raise your blood pressure quite a lot. They do that because a couple of reasons. You're more likely to hold your breath when you're doing them, for a start, and also you're increasing your heart's workload, but you're not necessarily decreasing the vascular resistance at the same time, so you're going to spike your blood pressure as well, which, if you've got a heart valve issue, or you've got heart failure, or you've got heart disease generally, isn't a great idea. So the issue is something like the farmer's walk, which is an absolutely brilliant exercise, works perhaps everything. You know, if you think when you go on holiday and you've got two really big suitcases and you're walking for miles through the airport, you're working your forearms, your shoulders, your back, your core to stabilise everything. Your legs are getting a really good workout. Your calves, which are normally a really hard part of the body to work, absolutely everything is getting hit. So it's really practically impossible to replace that with something that isn't similar. You know, you can do deadlifts, but they're not great for your blood pressure either. So what do? I've been doing a lot of flow exercises using the TRX, which is that dangly thing behind me. So what I'll do is I'll go into a pistol squat and then come up into like a face pull. So the pistol squat's working my lower body, quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves, pretty much everything actually. And then coming up into the face pull, which really works the shoulders, so the delts, bit of the upper back, and your core is still working to stabilise all that. Forearms aren't getting quite such a good workout, but you know, you can't have everything. And it's a really good exercise. You can vary the intensity just by your body's position. So in the pistol squat, you don't necessarily have to go down as far, and you can shift your leg position forward or backwards so that the face pull is either more or less intense. So they're really good, and you're not going to spike your blood pressure in quite the same way. So that looks something like this. I've just done some of these, so you have to bear with me, and it's a bit squeaky. So anyway, come down into the full pistol squat. So that's working all the lower body, and then drive up, and then into the face pull, where the hands are either side of the head like that, really working the shoulders, and then come down into the pistol squat and drive up, and then get a rhythm of that going. And that is an absolutely brilliant exercise. It's not a replacement for the farmer's walk, but then again, nothing is. But you know, as an alternative, it'll do. Thanks, bye.